if I had the landmark on the board, which I've even got the ability to draw if I so choose. Bit of a shame that I've got to do this. Okay, I will do it. If it's what I have to do, it's what I have to do. My God, leave it be! Just leave it! The amount that's had to go in, the only plus side I have is the amount that's had to go in just to make that happen. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN channel with another deck for you today. This one, the Croc of Heals deck, whereby the whole idea of this deck is that we are running Soraka with Renekton, hence the Croc and the heals. The reason why I really wanted to run this deck is because, like, I know that the main stay for Soraka is if Tom Kench Soraka is the main thing, but I do believe that there is a little bit where Renekton can get involved because Renekton's got that ability of basically being able to heal himself in a manner of speaking, not properly heal, it doesn't count towards the Star Spring. What I mean is his when he's attacking forward, as long as he's challenging somebody, he's going up in stats. Then once you level him, every single turn he's giving himself a plus more for that round, which can be useful because obviously this is an end of round thing, so at the end of the round if he's taking damage, he's still going to be getting heals coming in for Star Spring, and that's also going to be potentially heals going in for Soraka to be able to heal into him or be able to draw a card from the heals if she's leveled up. So this is where the idea is. The idea is basically just vulnerable making stuff with trading as good as you can, and then also just healing yourself up for a Star Spring win, or just a straight up win through the Overwhelm. Renekton can massively win this game through Overwhelm, or even Zenith Blade on top of, say, Star Shepherd. If you've healed yourself up enough, can be very useful as well. There's a few things in this deck whereby it's why I like this deck. So number one is Soothsayer. Soothsayer is such a nice little thing. If you can do that to be able to protect your Star Spring, then you kind of already know that that's not really going to go too many places, because landmark removal is used, but it's not used as to a crazy degree, whereby putting a spell shield on one of these things, it's going to make it quite hard to remove because it's going to need double removal on top of that landmark to be able to get rid of it. But also this can work to be able to put a spell shield on top of your Soraka or your Renekton. So it's a really nice little thing like that. It's got things that can be helping your core get past, as well as a damage going in for some heals, astral protections. Of course, there is a one of Spirit Fire. I found this is quite useful when it comes to if you're against big elusive decks, if they go wide on the board with elusives, if they've not found their Nami yet, or if you've challenged away their Nami, which obviously this deck can do very easily in terms of the fact that it's got a number of things whereby you can remove their Nami, but they've got a board of elusives. Those elusive stat lines, their health stat line, most of the time can be destroyed by this. It also can help you in a really big trade if you want to get their stuff so that it's not going to be killing your stuff and then healing to pin them up with Star Spring. That could also help, but as a one-off, I don't mind a Spirit Fire. But this is the deck that I was running on stream. It's definitely not the best deck. It's definitely a meme deck. It is more just seeing if this archetype can work, which it sometimes does, it sometimes doesn't. I'm not going to lie and say this is going to be a great meta-breaking deck, but it's definitely a good time. If you want to give it a go yourself, I 100% recommend giving it a go. Any changes you want to make it, again, you can do that. So let me know down in the comment section down below if you run this, how it goes to you, or if you make any changes to this deck, what you made and how it went for you and whatnot. Obviously, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. You can catch me over on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, as well as there's a Discord link down below and the link to the tournament this weekend. Me and Jankie from Voice of the Old Ones, Legendary Runeterra podcast, are going to be running a Bandle Bonanza tournament where it's got some special funny rules and whatnot. So if you're on the EU shard and want to get involved, that's at the link is in the description down below, as well as there's the Discord where you can get involved in the tournament. That's where primarily all the alerts and whatnot are going to go off. So if that sounds like fun, why not consider it? It's a lovely community to join in general. I'm trying to boost up community wise with this thing. That's what I want us to make a lovely Legendary Runeterra community together. And also, if you enjoy yourself at any point during this video, why not consider hitting that subscribe button. But don't feel forced. These are the options that are available to you. So let's get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matches. Not the strongest archetype, but it still was an archetype for a little while. So we're against Deep. I don't know why I'm keeping that Exhaust, but my mind tells me to keep one copy of Exhaust when it's in the hand. I don't know why. But yeah, I hope that it would be a big balance patch in October. I mean, they did say to expect a big balance. I feel like they've hyped it up too much that if they don't do enough, the people are going to be upset. because they hyped up, yeah, there's going to be a big balance patch in, in that time. So if we don't see one, people are going to be quite upset. So we're just going to see what they give us. Okay, so depending on what my opponent plays, potentially Soraka into Renekton.
Danger.
Okay, actually no, Soraka actually still lives. And she takes some damage. Obviously Bone Skewer.
I am here to help.
Bone Skewer is a thing, but she does actually heal herself for the damage this would take. Okay. Now the problem is I could throw down Renekton. I wish I had one more point of mana. If I had one more point of mana, I would feel 100% secure. Like, or do I want a Merciless Hunter? Merciless Hunter and grab you. I don't know, I kind of want to get Renekton up and running.
Where I go, carnage follows.
Yeah, no, I don't know why. Like, there is always Bone Skewer that can come in and cause like significant problems. Very big significant problems. We've not actually got down our healing landmark.
Here's a big one.
Oh, no, we will show you where we are. Okay.
You leave me no choice.
I mean, I feel like I definitely want to make sure that that dies. I could grab this here. You only just survive. Sod it. I need to hope I find healing landmark, or I find some like astral protection, or something along those lines. Devourer of the astral protection. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I desperately needed that. So if my opponent goes for throwing down, if my opponent goes for throwing down the Devourer of the Depths, I've got cover. I would love to throw down Soothsayer, but I need to keep. At the moment, I need to keep this option open. Soothsayer is who I want to throw down. They could throw down Devourer of the Depths and then throw down a Bone Skewer. Like, they could do that in order to kill somebody. Never forget all the options that your opponent can have, which is a lot. Astral Protection is going to help me out a lot here. I mean, they've gone all in. I guess I'm all out, unless I'm all in. That's worked out very nicely for me, actually. And then this also means that I can very easily Soothsayer. I Soothsayer to make sure all is. I can even go with the like basically stop their development. Throw down this so that they're all protected. I would have loved to have grabbed my healing landmark, but immediately go like this. Lost Riches! The double Lost Rich lost. Okay. Now I could. No, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing that. That is basically, that's the level up of Renekton right there. Which my opponent, they can Bone Skewer. Like, they could Bone Skewer it, but I said, like, these have all got, like, Spell Shield. So it's not even like they can just go for an immediate Bone Skewer. They can get rid of one of the Spell Shields, obviously. And if they remove you, then Renekton's still leveling up anyway, because he's got Overwhelmed, so it's going to be hitting into the core. So, they have to make the decisions to weigh up the terrible problems they've got. This has worked out very nicely for me. I can actually start to get my healing landmark. I receive the healing landmark, and then that actually levels up Soraka. And from that point, things go really, really well for me. Obviously, we could still see Nautilus hit the field. We can still see this. We can still see that. The only one who can block Nautilus at this moment in time is Renekton, unless we develop into a Merciless Hunter. So, look, there are things. And of course, actually, they're nowhere near to being deep. Ignore me. Okay.
We'll crush anyone who stands in our way.
So,
and paint our faces with their blood.
Except diverted path. Draw that landmark. Get the healing landmark on the board, and so it begins. And so it begins, Yugi. So immediately do that. This happens. The possibilities are endless. We go with this move. We throw everyone else forward. Everyone else forward. Go with these heals. Renekton, go take care of this problem. Okay, actually, if I throw you in at the end, does that actually make any difference at all? So yeah, so I'll go with this. I could actually decrease. I could decrease their power, but let's do this. But I want more damage to go into her. That's the thing. So another atrocity coming in. Renekton loving it because he still gets to do the damage anyway. That actually goes down to 2 rather than what we had. Could keep but we had like the wishing hand. We had like different ways of healing, getting ourselves past a number of different things they could have thrown at us. But there you go. See, this deck can sometimes win. Not a lot, but shadow mode to my opponent. Vulnerable maker to potentially use on top of Ezreal. We've got astral protection. Is it weird that I want to keep this hand? I probably should not want to keep this hand because I've got no 1-drop. But I'm looking at thinking, I've got my landmark. I've got things that can start healing my core. I've got a vulnerable maker, which is most likely going to be used on top of... Well, the thing with this deck you need to remember is remove Shell Folk at all costs. Like this whole deck is just... The second the Shell Folk's on the board, the value just goes stupidly insane. Okay. They're gonna hit my Firishi landmark, aren't they? It's always gonna be when you don't want them to hit the landmark, they hit the landmark. So it's always the minus damage. Always the minus damage which seems to hit you, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna throw down the landmark, but I'm not really getting much value out of this at the moment. So next turn, gift for Renekton, who might even drop with like 0 power. Okay, no, a little bit of power. Not good power, but a little bit of power. Comedy is this guy's whole thing works on health. So you almost kind of wanted to take away the 2 health off of him because his whole shtick is that he works off of health. Throw down Soraka. I want them to throw down something bigger so that I can grab to let Soraka take some damage. Because obviously this is going to -2, so wherever you've got, you at least have a minimum of free attack. The next turn... So this turn, we could throw down Merciless Hunter. Grab one of these. Have Soraka go into the... Oh my god! What? Okay. Why would you do that? If anything, that means your Shell Folk... Like, this whole deck works off of Shell Folk, which means that you can't throw your Shell Folk down instantly on 6. So you've got to make sure you've always got a unit you can play. Like, why would you do this? I'm actually surprised, because I don't understand why you would do that. Okay, that is actually, you know what? Yes, what you're doing, yes. I don't know who my opponent is, but yes, thank you. It means I actually get a heal in. So what they've done was nothingness. I can consider throwing down Soraka or throwing down Broadback Protector. Broadback Protector actually seems to make a lot more sense here. Like, Soraka would be good, but it just makes too much sense. I kind of keep you back now, I think. If I go forward with you, you can take 3 damage and potentially... Actually, correction. Whatever the randomness gift that they've gone with... Will that kill you, actually? No, you take 3 damage, but you'll only take 2 damage. I could actually make it so that you only take 2 damage. And we get rid of the lifesteal. Or do I really want to use this on Ezreal or Vi? Or do I also want to start working with my healing landmark? I'll leave it. They've got a spell that they've got to use, it's fleeting. I don't know what that spell is. I'd rather wait until they use whatever their fleeting spell is. Okay, or not, okay. I mean, they could have actually killed Merciless Hunter there. If they'd been so inclined. Wouldn't have been the worst move. Because, like, still a body on the board. Still something that could be healed. I mean, I've kind of got to throw this down, haven't I? Let's face it. I mean, you're most likely gonna die. But if I use this, -2... Because obviously all they've got to do is just use a spell and they can very quickly get her feet up. And there could be a second Vi in the hand. There's also that. But to try and, like, deny the level up. It's not the best because obviously that vulnerable is not a continuous thing. I feel like I throw down Astral Protection. It's not ideal, it's not the best. They could throw down Vi. I need to tell myself I'm healing myself for 4, giving 4. That's a lot. That's a big. Yeah, of course. There it is. So there's still gonna be leveling Vi. I did my best to stop the Vi level up. Okay. So. All I can do is this. If only you were fully leveled! The full heal on top of one of these. I mean, obviously, it's gonna die anyway because my core is taking 1. Actually, no, because you're gonna heal for 1. Ignore me. It's gonna heal for 1, and then it's gonna take 1 next turn. But Vi leveled is not good. Shellfolk, throw your Shellfolk down immediately and have it change into something else because you've forgotten about that. I would love that so much. Okay.
We love it when they run.
I weirdly wish that I could throw down Soraka, but I can't. I can't do it because I need the chance of the Merciless Hunter being able to take care of Vi, and I need Relentless Pursuit or this in order to do it. I mean, most likely, my guess is that my opponent is going to Mystic Shot down this. Like, they're playing Ezreal via Mystic Shots and all that stuff is the most likely what I'm gonna see. But sometimes you gotta go with hope, right?
We'll get our legs then.
Sometimes you gotta go with hope. I'm gonna end up regretting this. I probably should have gone with the Zenith Blade. Because the Zenith Blade would have kept the the minimal! Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. Okay. On the plus side, though, Soraka's leveled.
I don't need a point. Trouble coming at ya.
Okay. A true fairly and welcome. Skilled greetings. Skilled Roy. How you doing, by the way, Skilled Roy? Thank you. The honor of having you in the chat is magnificent because I know that you're a magnificent player. And that's so. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. You're watching as I play a very stupid deck. Okay, I can heal my core a little bit. I do have vulnerable on top of Vi. If I kind of want to kill, but at the same point, it's like, yeah. So what I could do is I could throw down you, grab Vi, or throw down you. I feel like I need you to actually start healing my core because my core desperately needs heals. Okay. Solid.
Our mountain groves are full of dangers, but I know them all.
I definitely should have thrown down Renekton. Because that's only going to get me to 9 health. Yes, I definitely should have thrown down Renekton. So, the moves that I'm about to regret. So we can grab Vi. They could always have another Vi in hand, by the way. That's always a possibility. I'm considering throwing down Soraka. Throw down Soraka. She levels. She's gonna die. She's 100% gonna die.
And protect.
Actually, no, she's not. What am I talking about? I'll grab I'll grab Vi with Broadback Protector. That's not to say that they've not got. That's not to say that they've not got moves. Oh, completely. For some reason, I thought that was. I don't know why I thought that was my attack turn there. Okay, right, well, there we go. This actually works out slightly better for me. I've got an exhaust. So, I can heal this. Throw down the exhaust. I can get rid of Ezreal. Ezreal hasn't got too much going on for him, but he's still got those Mystic shots, which are going to start to go directly into core. They can make my things cost more to go for it. Enjoy yourself. I kind of want to get rid of these prank makers, but that becomes later plans. Shellfolk, which their Shellfolk is actually going to turn into somebody else. What you need to remember is, it's not the first card, it's the first follower, because they played, this long ago, because they got this on a creation card. So they actually have completely negated their own Shellfolk, which that whole deck is about. Okay. Heal. Throw down you. Grab Ez. So, I feel that we grab Ezreal. Do I accept this, or do I let my core... Do I go for more heals to core, rather than trying to kill this here? Yeah, sorry, I think I do. I could even grab you over here, technically, so that she takes some damage. Yeah, I'll go with that. They got free. They can't even thermo beam her down. Yeah, that works. I'll take this. I mean, they can still have fun. There's still so much damage they can have. I'm just so glad that they completely, screwed up their own Shellfolk. But oh shit, didn't know I was known beyond my own circles of friends. No, of course you're skilled, right, mate. Let's not like famous. You're an amazing person at the game. I caught your video the other day and came to watch the stream. I just realised this isn't. Yeah, no. This is a stupid deck. Tom Kench Soraka would make a hell of a lot more sense. This is not that. This is a vulnerable making deck running these two chaps. Okay, we go. Heal's coming in. So, I really wish I had the Astral Protection in hand right now. Ezreal, you vulnerable son of a bitch. What do I want to do here? Do I even want to throw down a Zenith Blade on top of, like, there's still Thermo Beam. Thermo Beam, like, could be an issue. I feel like maybe we do this just to try and get ourselves out of that range. Obviously, I've got nothing I can do against their elusives. I know that for a fact. I kind of want to block myself a little bit. They're not gonna... I was gonna say they're not gonna throw the Octopus forward, because then Renekton's got a lovely hit on, but apparently they still do. There are problems, obviously. They've got Mystic Shot definitely coming in off of Ezreal. They could have Thermal Beam. They could have a few different moves that are going to be somewhat problematic. Of course, they throw down map.
Need a map?
Curse you and your elusiveness! I mean, I've kind of got to do this move. Go down to 6. I could throw this down to kill this, but I feel that I want to get rid of the Tasty Faith Folk next turn. Like, consider if this is a permanent elusive. I've got many issues. Many issues and problems. I tried to save Renekton, I think. Yeah. I'll go with trying to save Renekton's life here. Just in case. But my opponent is now, it's all about core. It is all about core. Finish the core! How close are we on this? Years away. Fantastic. Ah, my Astral Protection! This would actually be useful! Please say that I'm going to top deck that. Please. For me. Let me top deck it. So, we're going to be getting a heal at the end of the round coming off of Star Spring, which is going to mean that we're going to draw a card. We can... like, Ezreal's already, vulnerable. We've got some elusives that we have to deal with. Yeah, no, I feel we're going to get an extra draw here. Astral Protection. Do I throw down Soothsayer? I mean, my core, if my core is dead, my core is dead. But let's make sure we're protecting Starspring, we're protecting our champions. We've got like, you know, theory, my opponent is just going balls deep now trying to find answers. You've got like 3 cards. Okay. So, we can grab Ez. We can grab this, which... Oh, not looking good. Not looking good. Okay. I wish I had somebody who had life steal right now. My core, all it takes is 1 damage spell. 1 damage spell and all is lost.
Chase him down.
Okay.
Stars fall.
I feel like, do I want... Because I need somebody who's going to be good with this. We're going to heal ourselves up. Is that going to be enough for me to be able to? So if we do this and grab you over here... 15. Yeah. I mean, I think this is the best, like, this is going to be, like, the best situation that I could potentially give myself. Take the damage and then heal up with it. Ah, Mystic Shot! Oh, and I actually had, the fact that I had double Astral Protection, but Shadow Mode to my opponent, really well played. It's just any form of damage, and it was done! Any form of damage and it was done. But we tried. The fact is, this move, we would have won this turn. Like, if obviously, if my opponent didn't have lethal spell in hand to hit core, we would have won because we could have then healed ourselves up, and then a heal coming in off of the Star Spring actually would have been end of game. But Shadow Mode to my opponent, really well played. Might have wanted to keep that Astral Protection, like, a lot. Might end up regretting getting rid of the gifts for Renekton. I'm thinking to myself, I've got Renekton, I've got some ways of maybe... I mean, a gift for Renekton always comes. Here's the gift that keeps on giving. If I don't unraveled Earth here. I could consider going into this, into Landmark. But I'm going to go like this. I want them to regret development. Which admittedly, they don't regret development with a card like blue. I was expecting, like the challenge guy, well, I can't think of his name right now. I was expecting the challenge guy that they sometimes throw down like in this deck, the 3-2. Okay. I'm actually, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy this guy because if they're running a significant dragon deck. I'm happy that I can potentially remove this guy before their Fury Dragons start to get, like, really good benefits. Of course, the Concerted Strike comes down. I should have realised that was going to be a thing. Okay. I got too greedy because I was like, oh, I can Soothsayer next turn to protect him.
You leave me no choice.
I can do a little tiny bit of damage. Okay. I did get a bit greedy now, I will admit, because I was thinking to myself, oh, this turn I can throw down Soothsayer. Okay.
And more than culpable, filthy worm.
Right on you.
Gonna find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda? This one's a fighter.
Gotta consider that. just because I have to at least remove, like, they have made me look foolish by removing my Renekton. I need to make them look slightly foolish as well. Okay. Throw down this. I probably should be finding my landmark. I'm not gonna lie. The smart man would be deep diving for his landmark before doing anything like this. Okay. Okay. They're gonna be grabbing this. I need to tell myself I've got an Astral Protection. I've also got Guiding Touch. which obviously I said all these moves would be far superior with a landmark on the board right now. Okay. All of these moves would be far superior and more if I had the landmark on the board, which I've even got the ability to draw if I so choose. Bit of a shame that I've got to do this. Okay, I will do it. If it's what I have to do, it's what I have to do. My God, leave it be! Just leave it! The amount that's had to go in, the only plus side I have is the amount that's had to go in just to make that happen. Which, admittedly, like, well played to them. I've got another Soraka in hand, but well played to them. Like, for such a deep dive in. Actually, what I should have probably done is thrown down Soraka and then thrown down Soothsayer. I could have got that landmark next turn. I did not have to go as Billy Big Bollocks as I did then. Okay. I need them to use the mana for Concerted Strike. If only I could get both of you down and get the Soothsayer down. Okay. I need to get this landmark on the board. It's been years since I've like. You know that Concerted Strike is waiting. It's like waiting in the wings, like, hello, it's me, single combat or Concerted Strike. You remember me? Okay.
Oh, you're all so
I've got to try it. I've got to try and go like the long. Okay. Yeah, again, Concerted Strike, single combat. Moves such as these do exist. I would love to throw Soraka down into Soothsayer. But I know... Let it be known, I know that this is going to be countered.
Shows their true potential.
I can't wait to see
Just
them
let
when
it be
they're all
known.
grown
I'm
up.
expecting single combat, Concerted Strike, Strafing Strike, all of these things, and more!
I've got
Okay.
your back. Wash away
Not gonna lie,
all the
was expecting. I had to do that then. Like I would love to have protected Renekton as well, but you've got to do the moves you've got to do, right? Okay. So they're gonna be grabbing Soraka potentially. I need to level her. If I can level her, then I'd feel somewhat better about the situation. So
Stars fall.
I can heal you back up.
Time to enjoy the night sky.
I mean, they're going to be killing you potentially here anyway, so if I grab this, sod it, I'll grab you like this, and sod it, I'll grab you like this as well. I'm probably going to end up regretting all of the decisions that are being made here today, but these are the decisions, nonetheless, that I make for that healing landmark. It means that I get to level her up. She is probably going to die because she is still just that little bit vulnerable to these situations. Okay. The Astral Protection! Potentially coming in clutch.
To see them again, Jerick.
Do I play Renekton? Gotta find a gift for Renekton! Okay.
Where I go,
Okay, as long as I keep Soraka alive, which I can do, they have used so many buffs in the past, like, the chance of them having buffs again, it's gotta be, like, massively, no. Plus spell shield as well, remember. Unless they've got like single combat, or single combat, Concerted Strike, or something along these lines. Okay, right. Fuck you! You had your time of buffs. Leave the buffs behind. If they manage to do it again with the fact that they actually had to throw like 3 what's its face? Well, I can't think of the names of them. Oh, no. She. Okay. We lose Renekton. At least the only positive here is that Soraka still lives. she was so close to death though. It was not like it was easy. We're gonna be healing a lot in terms of she's gonna heal herself up a lot. Spirit Fire. Very nice. You cannot hide forever, Nasus. Okay, I definitely want to be killing you. I definitely want to be killing you. I can also grab this, and I will leave that there. I will leave that there. But they really want to kill her. Like, they're literally friend. It's like, she must die. She has made me look a fool. She must die. Okay, I'm actually just gonna go for drawing landmark. Throw down second landmark. With the knowledge that I actually probably could have won this if I just threw down Astral Protection. Which actually, no, sod it. This is fine. This is already... Like, I could have probably... If I just throw down Astral Protection, that was lethal. I have decided to go the long way because they really want to kill Soraka. I thought they were going to try to kill her again. And I was going to go, ha-ha, not this time, Yugi. Yasura emote. And then throw down the Astral Protection. But shadow mode to my opponent. Really well played. You need a very cheap card deck if that's what the plan was to go down that way. Sorry, that's my fault. I wasn't reading properly. That's my fault, sure, yeah. Okay. So, we're against Xerath Zilean. So, it's going to be all about their turn 8 throw down arsenal is going to be their plan. Okay. Not the most idealist of moves, but still the move that I'm going to go for.
Sun's beneath me.
And wind's behind me. So. Soothsayer. Except. The comment is like, I'd love to throw down, like. I'd love to throw down Renekton, like, next turn. But I know that I didn't really want Renekton to be vulnerable. Because I would love to have had a Soothsayer go on top of Renekton. But sadly, you've got to go with the moves that you're given. That is a lot of landmarks. So, Riot of Arcane. Riot of Arcane is probably going to hit me right now. And I know that Riot of Arcane is probably going to hit me right now. It's going to be a shame if it does, but I expect it. This deck probably runs like 3 of them. Do I still want to throw down an Exhaust in order to get rid of a Rockhopper? It also means that I get a bit of heals going on for myself. It's not the most ideal plan. Obviously, I'd love to be using this more with other things. But it's more so that I can start this landmark actually doing some heals. So I'm looking at this in terms of trying to help Soraka. I've taken a lot of damage already. Problems are coming. Big problems are coming. But that's later me's problem. Okay. So. I actually do have a counter to Riot of Arcane right now. Because if they throw down Riot of Arcane, I can actually use this. But I will throw down the Soothsayer.
I'll drown my
just to protect Renekton's life. But my opponent basically just has to keep passing until they get to turn 8. It's turn 8 is where I legitimately get to see problems. Because turn 8 is when you start getting the, what's his face, is the Arsenal coming down. And I've got like really nothing. If they destroy enough landmarks, I've got nothing which really helps me about that. Okay. And the question is here whether or not I want to gift for Renekton. Ooh, or potentially, do I want to Astral Protection at some point? Okay, I'll leave this for the time being. Okay, I'll let this die. Consider you. Because it means that I'm just going to go for an immediate open. So we go for the immediate open. Grab this over here. Because we know that if we don't go for the immediate open, they can destroy this and stun Renekton. You know, I mean, I'm not in the best situation because I know at some point Arsenal is coming down. But
They should be afraid.
until Arsenal comes down... Okay, so he's going to level up. This is going to be the level up over here. So that goes in. Damage goes in, which actually, weirdly enough, the one damage kind of helps me. I wish I had a way of dealing with you right now. Unless I can top deck a way of dealing with you. Which I don't.
Face your end.
Okay. So. Throw down this. Weirdly enough, fast speed on this could, like, fast speed on this, like, 'cause obviously if I went to destroy this myself, I would actually stun my strongest unit. So, like, potentially actually having like fast speed landmark removal on top of this, so either like Noxus. I mean, if you were gonna do this, even Targon's actually got some good landmarks. So potentially making some weird Targon Ziggs deck in Bandle City might be quite interesting. Throw this down.
Oh, you're all so cute.
Okay. I have my astral protection, but I like the idea of using that fast speed for some reason. I don't know why, I just do.
We look after our own.
Okay. On the plus side, the leveling up is, like I was saying, well, the leveling up of Soraka is nearly complete. I've got Spirit Fire, which actually negates a lot of their damage. We are one turn away from the Arsenal. I said the Arsenal is like the one that I've got the most trouble with. There's the stun. Lucky enough, the stun does not get rid of the spell shield. Hello there. How are you doing? Which is Jayuki? Jayuke? Okay. I do apologize. I probably said your name terribly wrong. But how are you doing? Hope all is well with you.
I wield true power.
Okay.
Not in my city.
No, the stars.
Are you going down to 5? I could just throw down Spirit Fire, remove all of this.
You are not
And consider just letting... Actually, or even just consider just letting this go in. Why am I not defending the other points here? Actually, no, correction. They're going to die anyway to Spirit Fire. Ignore me. I could have traded with them, but there's like, they're already dead. That's what I need to tell myself. They are already dead. Okay. So, boom, 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 boom. They leave me! Okay. Damage going into you, but it's absolutely fine because I can heal you up. I can also heal with Astral Protection if I really wanted to. And you've still got the because you did that the way that you did, that's still got minus health there. So, what I can do is... Ooh, do I want to just consider getting your thing up more?
Chase them down.
I'll do this. Potential lethal before they throw down the before they throw down the Arsenal with lifesteal. Go! Before the Arsenal comes down, we've got, which is like, you know, if I need to, I can heal this up. Obviously, Astral Shadow Bone to my, but obviously Astral Protection is a thing and whatnot. But I said we can Mini-morph, I was going to say, my opponent could use mini-morph, but we can, like, at least try to make people better along the way, because we can heal, which the healing would help the, Shepherd out, but Shadow Mode to my opponent, really well played. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me? Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.